Antoni Gaudi was born June 25, 1852 in Ruiz, a Catalonian province of Spain. The son of a coppersmith and one of 5 children, Gaudi was a sickly child. He developed a love of nature very early in life and was often found outside as a young man. In 1869, Gaudi moves to Barcelona to study architecture. His graduation was delayed because of compulsory military service, but when he finally does graduate in 1878, one of his professors is quoted as to say, "I do not know if we have awarded this degree to a madman or a genius. Only time will tell." Gaudi was greatly inspired by the unique architectural heritage of Spain. You can see influences from the Romans, Moorish, medieval, and Gothic traditions. Above all else, Gaudi was inspired by nature, which he believed to be God's most notable work of art. You will not see many straight lines in Gaudi's architecture because he believed that the straight line belonged to man and the curved lines belonged to God. In Gaudi's first notable work, Palaguel, he uses the concepts of light and space to create a whole world inside of a home. Palaguel was completed in 1809. Eusebiguel, Gaudi's friend and patron, spared no expense in its construction. Güell would continue to provide Gaudi with many future projects. Palaguel is a Baroque masterpiece, constructed using wrought iron, glass, and wood. Like many Art Nouveau artists and architects, Gaudi also designed and created the furniture inside this city palace. One of the most notable features of the building are the chimneys upon the roof. Gaudi disguises the chimneys and vents with sculptural elements to make the rooftop more pleasing to the eye. Casa Balto is one of Gaudi's most recognized works. Located on the Paseo de Gracia, Casa Balto is said to pay homage to the patron saint of Barcelona, Saint George, who slayed a dragon to protect a village. Saint George imagery can be found throughout the city of Barcelona. The Balto family gave Gaudi full creative freedom. The result of that creative freedom is a fantastical creation. Casa Balto is also known as the House of Bones for its organic skeletal appearance. The dragon theme that is represented in the roofline is continued inside of the house. The doors, windows, and furniture are again all custom designed by Antoni Gaudi. In Park Güell, Gaudi perfects his personal style through inspiration from organic shape and nature. Park Guel is a public park system composed of gardens and architectural elements. Gaudi partners with Eusebio Guel to create what they hoped to be a community of homes for like-minded, wealthy individuals. Guel and Gaudi hoped to create a self-sustaining community. Inspired by the Temple of Apollo at Delphi, they wanted to create a gathering place for a daily market. The result is this hypostyle hall. Atop the hypostyle hall is a place for athletic activity and social gatherings. Winding its way across the edge is this serpentine-like sculptural element that is created with many pieces of broken, colorful tiles. Depicted in these never-ending mosaics created by Gaudi and his friend, you will find many allusions to Catalonian pride, religion, and nature, all very important themes in Gaudi's life and works. The winding pathways that Gaudi created within the existing landscape were originally intended to serve as a road for the houses in his never-realized community. Gaudi made his home here and often was found wandering for peace and inspiration, as tourists and locals still do to this very day. Here in Casamila, also known as La Pedrera, or Stone Quarry, Gaudi displays several structural innovations, including a self-supporting stone facade, an underground parking garage, and a magnificent rooftop terrace. He designs the building on a continuous curve that continues inside and out. The facade connects to internal structures of each floor by means of a curved iron beam surrounding the perimeter of each floor. This allows for large windows to filter massive amounts of light and the ability to remove interior walls at will without compromising the integrity of the building. To accommodate the ever-growing popularity of motor vehicles, Gaudi designs a drive-in underground garage. The main doors of the building are extra large so that you can drive in without leaving your car. The interior of Casa Mila is inspired by the sea. The entrance itself looks like a grotto that should be filled with mermaids. The ironwork reminds us of seaweed, and the stones on the wall reminds us of the colors of the sea. This theme will continue throughout the building. The roof of the building is a work of art. The many chimneys and stairway exits are disguised to create a beautiful setting to enjoy the views of a lovely city. They are encased in structural, sculptural elements and mosaic tiles. Some say here upon this roof is where George Lucas found his inspiration for stormtrooper helmets. Sagrada Familia is Gaudi's most important work. There is no other church like it in the world. Construction began in 1882 and is not set to be complete until 2026. Upon its completion, Sagrada Familia will be the largest church building in the world. When asked about the lengthy construction, Gaudi replied that his client was not in a hurry, referring, of course, to God as his client. Gaudi became increasingly devout as he aged. Eventually, he abandons his home and lives in the crypt of the church, so he may devote all his time to God and his final project. On June 26th, is a spiritual in reaching up